can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mariota gives to Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this time Locke will throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Let's go. Derrick Henry. 57 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now Gordon on first down. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Gordon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Locke now on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Marquise Goodwin.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 3 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Mariota. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Titans 14, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run it here with Gordon, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, Give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Block working out of the gun. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 2
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
A 38-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 2 years from Mozambique.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 12. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mariota hands to Henry. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
After that run for a first down, I don't know that confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 26 yards. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. From the gun, it's Lock. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Play fake. Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
At the 40-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw it back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Block with a quick throw out to Judy.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Gordon. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That one caught out wide by Julio. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second and 8 coming up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Lock to throw. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Turnover on down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
And the busy night for Henry continues. First down and much more for Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
29-yard line. Tonight,
their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.